Hey, what's the deal, y'all? Number one, I'm a little disappointed in myself. I just opened up my PlayStation and I seen that the last Kingdom Hearts gameplay that I just went through all of the boss fights. I fought the Hydra uh in the Hercules Coliseum. I didn't clip none of it. I was so disappointed, man. It's just a feeling that can't be replicated when I forget to do something. It really hurt me. It really did. But y'all know, regardless of all of that, I hope y'all been progressing. And one thing that y'all have to understand is as long as the world spins, I'm gonna have some content to give to y'all. So if you a Lindo Sama supporter, if you a SMG member, if you just like me for me, you feel me? Even if you not subscribed and you still just be tapping into the videos because you enjoy watching my content. Anybody who enjoys my content, you never have no need to fear. No need to fear at all, man, because I'm always gonna have something to post. Because let me tell y'all something. The thoughts don't stop, and neither does the media. So speaking of the thoughts don't stop, this video was meant to be a Discord conversation, but I just never got around to it, and it was basically collecting dust in my notes. So now I'm at the point where I just want to bring it to y'all and kind of put something into perspective. So this video it may or may not be shorter than the videos that I post usually, depending on how long I have the capacity to go for. But I'm just gonna flow and let the intuition guide me like I do in all of my videos. None of my videos be scripted or anything like that. I be having bullet points. I tried to script a couple of videos, but it never works out. I always just end up going my own route every single time because that's what make my videos my videos. I feel like that's what make these videos so good and stand so far apart from the crowd because they just completely driven by intuition. So the title of this video is going to be The Image of Freedom or something to do with freedom because freedom is constantly changing. The image of freedom in the United States of America is constantly changing. Now I know that might sound crazy because in America you was never free. They built this country off of slavery. They built this country off of conning. It's always gonna be some bullshit whenever you are dealing with this evil world we live in. You feel me? Or this what how do I even say this oppressive world that we live in. You feel me? Because that's really what it is. It's just an oppressive world, an oppressive ecosystem that we are in currently. So I wanted to talk to y'all about the image of freedom and how it's a sign of progression. I know it's a lot of people who get on the internet and they just try to like feed y'all with consistent hopelessness. Like people try to get on the internet. Hold on, it's like hold on real quick. It's like a piece of hair on my mic or something somewhere. My beard must have got caught on this bitch. Anyways, though, I know it's a lot of people who come on the internet and try to feed y'all a sense of hopelessness, and they might not even be doing it intentionally, but that's what happens whenever you constantly listening to somebody say that the world is about to end, which it is. The world as you know it is about to end. Things are about to get flipped upside down. But y'all know what I'm saying. Oh, we're all gonna die. That type of shit. Like the sky is falling, chicken little, nigga, we all fucked. It's a lot of content creators and just a lot of blogs and just a lot of pages and media that push that narrative as if humanity as a whole is doomed. But I wanted to put into perspective for y'all that we are evolving even though we are going through this purification process. Pressure make diamonds, and that's why it's so much pressure right now. We have to go through this pressure in order to come out even better. So, what I wanted to put into perspective for y'all again, I'm going to say it again for the third time in this video, is the image of freedom. And we going to go back all the way to slavery. The image of freedom being simply not being whipped in the fucking back on the plantation and having the right to go get a job and just live normally amongst other people. And then it changed from there. Then it changed to getting a job, being able to take care of your family. Obviously, that's the ultimate goal, usually in all households, but still the picture looks a little bit different. I feel like back in the day, niggas could have just I don't know how it was, man, but Niggas make it seem like since motherfucking 2 cans of pop was like 10 cents or some shit like that, they could just make a living being the cashier at a car wash. You feel me? So it's a little bit different. So you got some people who just wanted a regular job as soon as they got out of slavery. That was their image of freedom. Their image of freedom was to be free from the chains that they was literally in and let out into the public to work. And then yet again, our minds grew and evolved for another image of freedom. Some people looked at freedom in a college education, to become a doctor, to become a lawyer. Some people viewed becoming an astronaut as being free. Do you see where I'm going with this? The image of freedom is constantly changing because the standards of humans are constantly changing. Specifically black people. But I know people in general. I don't want to limit it to black people, but y'all know how this world go. Wherever the black people give their attention to is the direction the world goes in. So now, like I just said, the past people view freedom as getting a college degree. I don't even know if the people before us even had an image of freedom. I ain't gonna lie, like the generation before us, I don't even know if they had an image of freedom because I'm going back each generation, right? So I'm 21 years old. Go to our parents' generation. I feel like them niggas was just trying to grind because they didn't live through the crack era and everything. Maybe they image of freedom, it might have been selling drugs at one point. The generation before that, you got people striving and endangering themselves for education because they viewed education as a ticket. Before that, you got people striving and endangering themselves to just get a regular job because they viewed that as a ticket. And then you go one generation further, or maybe 2 generations further, and you got fucking slaves. So this is what I'm saying. We is constantly going down a route of progression because now when you ask people what freedom looks like, most people just say, oh, I want to be a content creator. Oh, I want to create. That's where we at now. We in the age of creation. It's time for humans to step into that creation bag and really think about what we are inching closer and closer and closer to. When you think about the frequency and the energy that God would have, you will understand that the energy that God carries is pure creation because God has created all. We are inching closer and closer to that mindset as a collective. So that should show y'all, man, that we are evolving as a people. Like I said, I wanted to have this as a a conversation on Discord just so I can get a lot of y'all images of freedom. Y'all let me know what freedom look like to y'all in the comment section. Obviously, freedom in general or freedom on a very basic level is just being able to do what the fuck you want to do. Obviously, I would love to do that, but we not in a society currently where we can just pick up and go to motherfucking Utica or some shit without paying no tolls or having to deal with any of this government bullshit. You see what I'm saying? That is what true freedom would be. But the image of freedom within this construct that we live in, I wonder what yours is. Because mine is being able to live and survive off of my thoughts. I feel like that's the closest thing to freedom that I can get. So I strive for it. Like I said, y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section about this video. Never think that human races is doomed. The what? Why can't I talk? Never think that humanity is doomed because we constantly growing. It's just that since we constantly growing, the pressure that's being put on us is rising. It's just that simple. You got some ops out here, bro. I'm gone. Pull up to the Twitch, bro. Link in the description, man. I ain't playing.